Hello everyone, Beadle here, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending where you are and when you're watching. And today I am bringing an online battle replay. I have switched universes. I have jumped out of the realms of Middle Earth, and I have travelled to the Warhammer universe. And today we're going to be looking at a 2v2 pitched battle. In which I will be playing as well. Let's quickly run over the army comps because these battles go so fast and I don't want to miss anything. That's why it's on pause right now. These two armies are my opponent's armies, both orc armies. The first one being the I think it's a tribe or a clan of the Blue Moon over here, and he is mainly bringing a strong portion of his army is made up of orc boys. Orc Biggins and Black Orcs. I think around 3 or 4 units of each of those. He's also bringing some of these squig herd things, which look pretty cool, pretty snazzy. They hop pretty cutely, which is kind of ironic for something that's meant to disgust you. He's also bringing 3 units of these trolls over here, who are, as usual, are stinking up the place. And his general comes in the form of a night goblin war boss, which I believe he's a melee expert. I don't know if he has magical abilities. Yeah, you have to kind of forgive me because I am definitely what you would call a Warhammer noob. I've only had around 4 or 5 online battles, but this one was actually pretty good, so I decided to upload this one and give a bit of a break from 3rd Age, which in my opinion at the moment has been annoying me a little bit because it takes such a long time to get in a lobby, to find players, to agree on the rules, and then to actually get the game going. And then when it starts, there's always one person who crashes, and then you have to restart, rehost. And so I've been kind of switching over to Warhammer a bit more frequently, just because of the ease of it, and also because recently I've been working a lot. So it's and the battles, as you can see, not very long, 6 minutes 50. So it's kind of the perfect length to have kind of a full-on Total War experience without having to dedicate loads and loads of time to it. So that's enough of me rambling in my explanations. Jumping over to this second army, which is the Bloody Hands. Orcs of the Bloody Hand, I think they're called. He is bringing 2 of these cool Ragnarok spider things, which look absolutely terrifying. I hate spiders, so I wouldn't want to be facing those today. He's also bringing 2 giants, which are going to be a big problem for my melee units in my front line. And the rest of his army is composed of orc boys and black orcs. He's also got one unit here of goblin spears, I presume just as a meat shield unit. And his general is just a standard orc war boss. There he is, chilling out with the rest of the gang, looking very big and scary. So let's whiz on over to my side of the map. I'm commanding Bretonnia. I've been using them a lot recently, just because they're kind of like human, and I kind of understand a bit of how to use them. I think. Well, I'm trying anyway. So I am bringing 2 units of these questing knights, which are pretty snazzy. I like the maybe it's for comfort here. I don't know what's meant to be in here. Maybe it's maybe documents. Look, some sort of some sort of book with the lady on or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm bringing my army is basically a cavalry focused army, as you would probably expect with Bretonnia. So I'm only bringing 4 units of these foot squires as my main infantry line, which can hold pretty well compared to the rest of Bretonnia's infantry, which are, to put it lightly, shit. And to reinforce them and keep their leadership up, I'm bringing a Grail Reliquary. My lord is mounted on some sort of a flying Pegasus thingamabob, which looks pretty cool. He's just a standard lord, and I didn't bring any magic because I'm not really sure how and when to use which spells at the moment. So I thought I'd just go safe and bring a melee focused army, because at least I can kind of use them just like I would maybe on 3rd Age. And now these are the creme de la creme, which are the Royal Hippogriff Knights. I brought 2 units of those. I thought I'd try them out, first time I've ever used them, and I must say I was very impressed. I think this one's Buckbeak. There we go. So, and I've finally got 2 units of Pegasus Knights. The reason being because I saw her against 2 orc armies, and I thought, well, they don't have much missile capability, so they should be safe in the air. And also, the orcs tend to bring a giant or a spider along, so I thought with them being anti-large, that would be a good thing to ring. Now I forgot to mention here that the orcs of the Black Moon or Blue Moon, sorry, are bringing 4 units of these Night Goblin archers, which they've put in vanguard deployment, just like I have my Pegasus Knights. But I think they were quite unlucky here, because as soon as we spawned, you can see how close I am, and we'll start with them in a second. But to finish off the army camp, so I've been rambling along. We're going to go over with the dwarfs, should I say, with an F. So he's bringing some Iron Drakes, which I believe are basically big flamethrower units. He's bringing 2 units of these cannons and 2 organ guns, excuse me. And then he's got the rest of his army is basically infantry. He's got a unit of quarrelers, and the main bulk of his army are iron breakers and hammerers, and some just basic dwarf warriors. He is bringing a rune smith, which I believe it can deploy runic magic. I've never used him, so I don't know what spells he will be performing today. And as his general, he is bringing none other than the Grombrindle, the white dwarf, which I suppose where the inspiration for the Warhammer magazine came from. So without further ado, I am going to whack this on cinema mode. Boom, and we're going to start over here with my Pegasus Knights and enjoy the fun. So have fun, ladies and gents. Let's go. I didn't realise he was shooting at me for a second. I saw that it had the little missile icon next to them, as if they were being fired upon. But I thought, who the hell is shooting at my units? And then I noticed them just hanging around, lurking in the woods. Disgusting creatures. So here it comes. Boom, there we go. And the second charge. Boom, there we go. Oh, goblins flying everywhere. I love the animations on this, I really do. Now I've faffed around with the sound, so if it's too quiet, please let me know, or if I'm too quiet as well, please let me know. This is my first time, so forgive the camera work as well, and if I butcher any of the names or any of the tactics. This battle was mainly for cinematic purposes, because I thought it was pretty cool on the scale. So anyway, we've got the Pegasus Knights here, just wrecking these Night Goblin archer things. So let's zoom around here. We've got some squigs hopping over here. They're pretty cool with the little tongues hanging out. They're pretty disgusting, but they're kind of cute in a disgusting way. Here they are hopping over to support their archer units. I don't know if that's a good tactic. I'm not too sure how it would work exactly, but it's safe to say that the Night Goblin archers are running away. So I'm going to cycle around with my Pegasus Knights over here, but I do have some questing knights that I sent over here, because I didn't want them to catch my Pegasus Knights off guard. So I decided to send some units of my questing knights over here to. I think that the squigs are doing a pretty good job. Well, I think they're kind of cheap. They're cheaper than the questing knights anyway. So over here we have trolls in the mix. There we go. One of them seems to be on fire. Doesn't really care. Oh, I think they are routing, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, both troll units have been routed there by the dwarfs. Being chased down over here by the Rune Lord and the white dwarf. So we have a giant in the mix now. Boom! Take that, Bretonnia. So I was kind of concerned about this, so I thought I would send over my Lord, and I put one of his abilities on. Ah, here we go. War boss. Boom! Oh, get wrecked. Oh, I just love how cinematic Warhammer is, I really do. The animations, the models are just great. Ah, so we have an Arachnarok Spider over here, and I've put my 2 Royal Hippogriff Knights over there, who have managed to break it. So he's going to flee, and I'm going to cycle my my units around again. We have another giant coming in, going after the organ gun. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage over there. Another Arachnarok Spider getting around in the back lines. And now we have the Black Orcs duking it out with, I believe, the Longbeard Hammersmiths? I don't know. These are the Hammersmiths. I don't know who they are. But they're sending some units around the sides to flank. So, where are my Pegasus Knights? The trolls are then coming back again. Let's just zoom around the cinematics of this battle. The giant is dead. which he didn't last very long. Maybe the artillery focused on him. And I've also managed to rout some of the orc infantry, which is very surprising. I think the giant's also running away. My Pegasus Knights are over here. I decided to send them over to counter them with them being anti-large. I'm going to chase down this Arachnox spider so it doesn't come back again. So I'm going to come around and support my Dwarven ally now, because he's got a pretty big fight on his hands. Oh, look at these, the Iron Drakes pouring the fire in over here. So now I'm moving my cavalry around to do a hammer and anvil charge and try and get out of the way of these trolls, because they would do some damage to my knights. So let's watch this coming over. I've now got the Pegasus Knights moving in to counter the trolls. They should deal with them pretty quickly. So let's look at the glorious charge coming in. This video is going to be a lot shorter than my previous ones, but I'm sure that might be actually helpful for you. Here they come. Oh yes. And the second wave. Lovely. Lovely. Now I'm just going to go around and keep doing hammer and anvil charges while my Pegasus Knights deal with these trolls. Some squigs over there, maybe they were running away. There we go. And now I'm going to move them off into the side of this other Orc Boy unit over here. Or Orc Boy Biggins maybe. The Arachnox Spider is now being taken care of by my Royal Hippogriff Knights. Well, one unit of them. I'm going to send the other one over to hit the bulk of these melee units that are coming back into the fray. Boom! Oh, lovely. They're just so tanky, these things are. And they're so useful against factions that, for example, anything that's not basically Vampire Counts or Chaos, that are kind of immune to to psychology. These Royal Hippogriff Knights are really good at just terrorizing units. As you can see, they are just instantly breaking. My infantry is taking a bit of a beating, but seeing as though they were faced off with the Ragnarok and the giant, I was pretty proud of these foot squires. Not doing too bad. So the dwarves are now using some buffs over here. Wow. The scale and the epicness is just great. It's a shame they couldn't put that Rise of Mordor mod over onto this. So the trolls are trying to chase down my cav again, but I'm going to go after some exposed black orcs. Oh, there we go. And my other unit is going to chase down some more black orcs, and some orc boys, sorry, which are instantly routing. Which is very, very good for us. Lots of units routing over here. I was surprised the orcs didn't last longer. I reckon it's because of these Hippogriff Knights. If I didn't have the Hippogriff Knights and I had maybe some standard knights, I think they would have lasted a lot longer. But I think that my army comp kind of suited my opponent very well, in the sense that I had lots of flying units. But there we go. That's the end of the battle. That went by super quick. So maybe I'll put 2 battles together in the next video, just to make it a bit longer. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments about tactics, I know it was kind of difficult to see with so much going on, please let me know. I am by no means an expert at all in this universe, so I would appreciate any constructive criticism you could have my way. I don't know whether or not my opponents were very good tactically, because like I said, I'm very new, so maybe it was easier than I thought, because the opponents maybe weren't as skilled as I thought they would be. But I think my Dwarven ally was very strong here. I think he's had a lot of troops left, and also his army comp was ideally suited to take on his opponent. The Arachnox spiders didn't last as long as I thought they would. Ugh, disgusting things. As you can see, he's routing, about to leave the map. But anyway, yes. So thanks very much for watching those who have watched, and if you've watched to this point, thank you very much. I know the videos aren't very long, but maybe you know, if you're having some sort of toilet break at work or at school or whatever, you can maybe whack on your Wi-Fi and check out a quick battle while you know you're emptying your bowels. But yes, so take care everyone, and I will see you next time. Peace out, guys.